Hey y'all, it's Becca here, and today I wanted to talk about 75 Hard, what it is, what it's about, and why I'm choosing to do it. So basically, 75 Hard is a program by Andy Frisella, and it is more of a mental challenge program than a physical challenge program. Even though it has a lot of physical attributes, a lot of what you really get out of it is mental discipline and mental toughness. So let me go through the 75 hard, the initial phase zero, so to speak, of 75 hard, which is the first 75 days that you go through. You need to follow a diet, and that can be any diet of your choice. I am choosing healthy keto with intermittent fasting. Today is day 2 for me, by the way, on this round. So yeah, you need to follow a diet, and it can be whatever diet you choose. No cheat meals. So you can't say, well, my diet is going to be X, but I can eat whatever I want on Saturdays. That isn't going to count. You cannot have cheat meals, and no alcohol, which as an alcoholic, I don't have any qualms about not having alcohol for during this time. But I can see how that could be difficult for others. So yeah, there is no alcohol for these 75 days, and it's not going to kill you to not drink. I promise it doesn't. I am actually 2 years sober now. June 26th, I believe, 2024 was my 2-year anniversary. So I'm excited about that. So next, 2 45-minute workouts every single day for those 75 days. And I know you're saying, well, I thought you said it wasn't a physical program. Yes, there are physical aspects to it, but it's more about mental toughness, and I'll get into that in a bit. But 2 45-minute workouts a day, and one of those has to be outside. Rain, shine, snow, doesn't matter. Clearly, if there's a hurricane going on, don't go out. Maybe not be in the middle of a hurricane. But try to space things out, work things out, so that you're and that's part of the mental toughness, is trying to figure out when can you go out and do your workout so that you're being safe about it, and maybe it can be a little less annoying, because I've had to work out in the rain before and it's not fun. Anyway, so because you're working out twice a day for 45 minutes each, which again, one has to be outside and they have to be at least 3 hours apart. You can't just say, oh, well, I'll just do a 90-minute workout and call it a day. No, they have to be at least 3 hours apart. So because you're doing that, you also need to drink 1 gallon of water every single day. I actually have 2 40-ounce cups, and I like the 40-ounce because I can put some ice in it. So it counts as 32 ounces once I get the ice in there. So I drink 4 of these a day. That's just plain water, no lemon, no nothing in it, just plain water. And then I like to have caffeine as well. So I have a different cup for my caffeine drink that I make, and I will have a little short about how I make my caffeine drink. It's just basically a 5-hour energy, some SodaStream lemonade, and water all mixed together, and that's my little caffeine mixture. So 1 gallon of water a day. Read 10 pages of a nonfiction book every day. And this is where that kind of mental toughness comes in, because you realize when you're reading these books that they actually provide a lot of value to you, and they can help really enhance your life. And I have had some wonderful books come across. This is my 3rd time doing 75 hard, and completing it. I've completed 75 hard twice already, not the full year program. I will be honest, I've not completed the full year yet. I made it 9 days into phase 3, which we'll get into, before giving up. And I'll explain what happened there too. But in any case, The books are fantastic. Atomic Habits by James Clear is a wonderful book. I'm currently reading Possible by William Ury. I'm only just starting that because I'm on day 2, but it's a great book so far too. And then the last thing, and the thing that people typically fail the most on, is taking a progress photo every day. And that is just so that you can see your progress over that 75 days. You're not going to see it day by day. But when you look at those pictures and you look back and you see 75 photos, and maybe you make a little video collage, it's going to be amazing, the changes that you see. So that's part of the reason why you want that daily progress photo. It's to have that constant look in the mirror and see what changes are noticeable at this point. Because as you go every single day, you're not going to notice. And then all of a sudden you're going to wake up and be like, oh, wow, I look different. So yeah, that is the initial phase 0, the 75 hard program. Is that 75 days of following a diet, no cheat meals, no alcohol, 2 45-minute workouts, one of which is outside, drinking a gallon of water every single day, reading 10 pages of a nonfiction book, and taking a progress photo. That's the 75 hard program. But it's not over yet. So once we are done with that 75 days, we can move on to phase 1. And phase 1 lasts for 30 days. And you continue your 75 hard rules, all of those things that I just listed out, but then you add the following: a 5-minute cold shower, which when I did this the first time in West Virginia in the middle of winter, that was not fun. I did not complete phase 1. I tried it several times. I'd get like 5 days in, I'd get 10 days in, and I just couldn't deal with the cold showers. It was so much. Mental toughness. You have to mentally get past it. So 5-minute cold shower, which I did finally complete once I moved to Las Vegas. Water's not quite as cold here. Your 3 power tasks for the day. And those are 3 things that are going to get you closer to your goals. It's not just, oh, let me go pick up the dry cleaning. That's just something on your to-do list. That's not going to get you closer to your goals. So it's more like recording this video would be something I could have as a power task list item, or power list task item, rather. Let's see, drafting an email that needs to go out to your boss for something that is, pushing you further towards your goals, closer towards your goals as to what you're looking for. So 3 of those every single day. And then 10 minutes of dedicated visualization. And that is closing your eyes and visualizing something that you are trying to achieve as part of one of your goals. And that's going to help you figure out what those 3 power task items are going to be, power list items are going to be. So that's phase 1. You do that for 30 days. So it's everything from 75 hard, the workouts, the water, the diet, the cheat meals, the alcohol, the reading, the progress photo, and then you add on that cold shower, those 3 extra tasks that get you closer to your goal, and 10 minutes of visualization. So that's phase 1. Phase 2 must be at least 30 days after phase 1 ends, and it's just 75 hard. It's just 30 days of what you did in 75 hard. And you would think, well, that just seems kind of silly. It seems kind of easy. But if you, after completing phase 1, if you decide to go back to your old ways or, or do whatever, it's going to be difficult to start that phase 2 and get back on track with especially things like the no alcohol or the following the diet. If you have decided for those 30 days in between to just throw caution to the wind and eat whatever you want. So that's why phase 2 is really important, is get back on track for 30 more days of 75 hard. Now, the final phase, phase 3, is that last 30 days of the year until you come back around to when you started 75 hard for day 1. So let's say that you start 75 hard on July 1st. Then June 1st through June 30th is that last 30 days before that year is up. And that's when your phase 3 happens. So if you have the app, which I highly recommend, it will tell you exactly when to start. So phase 3 is everything from phase 1. I mean, not phase 1. 75 hard. So your 2 workouts, your reading, your diet, your progress photo. But you also need to add talking to a stranger every day. So, and this is an actual conversation, not just hi and count that. It has to be an actual conversation between you and someone you do not know in person. And then also performing a random act of kindness. And that's one of my favorite things. That, like I said, I did phase 3. I got about 10 days into it. And one of my favorite things was the random act of kindness. My least favorite thing was talking to a stranger. What you may not realize is I'm incredibly introverted. I do not like talking to people. I do not, it's not something that's very comfortable for me. And so again, that comes into that mental toughness. Editing Becca here, I realized that I was a little short on my phase 3 requirements. So in addition to what I already mentioned, you also have to do the 3 power list task items and the cold shower, the 5-minute cold shower. So it's phase 1 and phase 2 plus those 2 additional things. You don't do the 10 minutes of visualization in phase 3, but otherwise it's phase 1 plus talking to a stranger plus the random act of kindness. Okay, back to the show. So this time around, I'm on day 2 of 75 hard, and this time around I am completing it. I'm recording this all. I am putting this out there, and I am going to complete phase 3, I promise. So again, why do it? What's the purpose? Well, personal growth. It does increase your mental toughness. It gives you, as someone with ADHD and a really easy, addictive personality to, eat the wrong things or kind of spend my time in the wrong areas, like scrolling through Facebook for hours, for instance. A program like this is really good because it helps me have that mental toughness, that discipline to go and do the things that I know are going to help me, not only in my day-to-day, but with my goals. So that's one of the things I love about it. It also obviously does help with physical health. Following a diet, doing those workouts is going to show potential health improvements. And then the community. There's a lot of people that are 75 hard enthusiasts. And so that's one of the reasons that I also love it. So the reason I got into it was because my husband, who was just my boyfriend at the time, decided to do it. And I said, "You're crazy. I can't imagine drinking a gallon of water every day. I can't imagine doing 2 workouts. I can't imagine this. I can't imagine that." And then he inspired me, and I finally had a little bit of competition, a little competitive spirit, and said, "Okay, fine. I'll join you. I'll do it too." And I did. It wasn't the first time that I succeeded. The first time I went 42 days, and then I fell off the wagon with the cheat meal. The second time I actually completed it all the way through, and I was really proud of myself for that. And then again, phase 1, it took me several times to get phase 1 done. And I finally just restarted the whole program, did 75 hard again, start to finish, those 75 days, and then did phase 1. Did phase 2, and then got 10 completed 9 days, my day 10 on phase 3, I did, I got really overwhelmed with the prospect of talking to somebody I didn't know and having to leave the house and find somebody to talk to and figure out what to talk to them about. And that was too much for me at that time. So I did quit phase 3 last year. And this was, I mean, it wasn't that long ago. It was maybe a few months ago that happened. So in any case, if you are deciding to join 75 Hard, I would love to know. Please leave a comment below. What are your thoughts on 75 Hard? You know, would you do it? Could you do it? Have you done it? Did you succeed in it? Did you try it and decide it wasn't for you? I would love to know. Leave it in the comments below. And be sure to like, subscribe, do all the things. You know the drill. You're not new to YouTube, I'm sure. But in any case, I will leave some resources in the description for you. And yeah, I think that that's going to be it for today. I enjoyed speaking with you guys, and I would love to hear from you soon. All right, bye.